Good afternoon. As he said, my name is Peter DeMarco. I'm a CNA in a local nursing home. I'm a realtor for Century 21 in the Hazleton area. I'm a single father. I'm a registered voter for the Republican Party. I'm a taxpayer. I'm an SEIU healthcare PA member, and I'm in the same boat as all of you. If you're working or unemployed, if you have children in school or children going to school, if you're in college or want to go to college, if you're simply struggling to pay your bills and put food on your table day after day, we're all in the same boat, and that boat is starting to sink more and more in the months to come. We don't do something about it now. The budget that is being pushed by our elected leaders in Harrisburg and is going to start making it harder and more costly for us to send our children to school to get a quality education. Yes, they'll get in the building as required by law, but the teaching that happens in that building is going not to be the quality our children deserve, because it's going to be more crowded, less teachers, less programs due to the budget cuts. There will be no taxes raised in Harrisburg, but what we're not told is taxes in your local school district will go up. The home you are struggling to pay for now and may even be losing will cost you even more money to live in with higher taxes. And renters, if your landlord's paying higher taxes, what do you think is going to happen to your rent? The budget cuts $150 million in state Medicaid funds, which will also cost us another $183 million in federal funds, hurting the most vulnerable among us who need health care. This can be avoided by closing the corporate loopholes, taxing cigars and smokeless tobacco. Pennsylvania is one of the only one of two states not to do this. And let's be clear, this budget cut is not a shared sacrifice. Corporations and multinational drilling companies are not paying their fair share and sharing the sacrifice. The fact is, working families, children, our most vulnerable citizens are making all the sacrifice in this budget and paying the true cost for the reckless cuts that are suggested. This budget is a tax shift on the working families, cutting $23.5 million in Human Service Development Fund, which gives our counties flexible funds to use on programs such as home meal deliveries and adult daycare. Will create a huge burden on counties and ultimately increase the local tax. The budget is a tax shift onto local communities and working families. It will result in higher local taxes. Instead of shifting the tax burden onto property owners and families, it's time to enact a fair tax on drilling and to close the corporate tax loophole. We are here to urge Representative Tarah Toohil and the rest of our elected representatives to support a budget that shares the sacrifice, that makes big corporations pay their fair share to make sure our children continue to receive a quality education, provide needed health care for families without jobs, and give the best possible life to our senior citizens. Thank you.
We have another speaker.